sure to stay tuned for more coverage here at Gamescom.
Vielen Dank, Gamescom.
Ladies and gentlemen, the creator of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gamescom. How you guys doing? I am so thrilled to be here at Gamescom in Germany. I want to welcome everyone watching around the world. You guys excited for a big week at Gamescom? You know, this is so fun because the Gamescom guys came to me and said, hey, we want to put together a little show to kick off this big week for gaming. And I said, you know what? Let me talk to all the publishers, all the developers, and called everyone up. And they said, you know what? This is a great idea to come here to show you guys some of the best games that are coming out in the next couple of years. And you're going to see them here tonight. We're going to see a lot of gameplay. You guys into that? All right. We've got some announcements and surprises for you as well. And it's going to be a really fun night. Now, Gamescom, this week, there are over 500,000 people in Cologne, and we're all here to do one thing, which is celebrate video games, and we're going to have a fun week. So we got 2 hours of stuff. Let's get right to it and kick off Gamescom in style. We're going to start with a guy who was on Inside Xbox just a couple hours ago. Please welcome, from the collective, Rod Ferguson. Hello, Rod Ferguson.
Hello,
Good to see you.
You too?
So, Rod, Gears 5 coming soon for Xbox, right?
Absolutely, yes. Coming very, very soon. Less than 3 weeks, in fact.
And a lot of people since E3 last year have been waiting to see something, right?
Yeah, I mean, we had a plan. You know, we wanted to talk about Escape and Versus and Horde, which we've been doing. But obviously from E3, people really wanted to see more about the campaign. So figured what better place to show a new campaign story trailer.
All right, here we go. Gears 5, Gamescom, check it out.
External camera 15. Camera 10. Oh, damn it.
They're here.
You remember me? Now's the fun part, bitch.
That's what I'm talking about, right?
It's nice to be able to show more of the game. It's awesome.
No, you guys have been doing such an amazing job on this. So tell us a bit about the campaign there.
So it's basically a two-sided story. So there's one part of the story is the war returning to Sarah. You know, Gears 4 is a little bit about 3 people lost in the woods finding the monsters. And now the monsters are here and they're pissed off, right? And so we have to tell that side of the story. And then the other part is really what's going on inside of Kate's head and what's her journey. So those two stories coming together are probably the best Gears game we've ever made.
Looks truly epic, 60 frames per second.
4K, 60 frames in campaign on Xbox One X, so it's amazing.
Yeah, looks absolutely incredible. All right, well, let's turn to something you just announced a couple hours ago on Inside Xbox, which is Horde. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about the new Horde. So basically, ultimate abilities are the new thing in Horde. So every character has their own unique ability you can do, so it kind of changes up your play style, and everybody plays differently. Things like Kate can go invisible, JD can bring down airstrikes, and so it's per character, it's not per role. So and even engineers will each have their own ability. And then we also have power taps, so this new thing so powers the economy in Horde, and now every 10 waves a new power tap appears. You have to decide, do we go expand our base and capture it, or do we just stay and defend? And then Jack is a playable character, and so Jack is sort of a new feature for us that is kind of an accessible way to play because you don't take cover, you don't pixel hunt.
You can see him there, he's literally taking over, obviously.
Yeah, his ultimate is awesome. It's called Hijack, because we love puns. And basically you shoot a dart into an enemy and then you possess them and take them over. So you're going up against a Scion with a boom shot, hijack him, and now you're a Scion with a boom shot and you get to destroy the enemies with that.
Looks so cool. And Jack, as I understand, is also going to be playable in campaign?
That's correct, yeah. So we're a 3-player co-op, split screen on the couch as well, not just online. Yeah. And so Jack is the third player, or it can be your second, however, but one of the three is Jack. And then, like I said, it's a great way for people who can't wall bounce, don't know how to take cover, that kind of stuff. It's like if you want to introduce somebody to Gears, getting them to play as Jack, the ultimate support friend who comes around and can heal you, can make you invisible, can go find weapons for you. Like, he's awesome. Okay, and also you announced, back to Horde, there's a crossover between Halo and Gears coming? Yeah, well, we figured Terminator Dark Fate is not enough. You know, Sarah Connor T-800 is great, but what if we have Halo Reach coming to the Master Chief Collection? We figured, why not have Halo Reach come to Gears of War? Yeah. So we've got Kat and Emil, and the original cast members, like, brought them back from 10 years and said, back in the studio you go, we need this, you know, and so they're playable in Horde, playable in Escape, playable in Versus. So you get, if you have the Ultimate Edition or an Ultimate Game Pass, you get them plus all their customizables. All right, well, I know the game is here at Gamescom, of course, and fans don't have to wait long to play it either, right? No, and in select stores in North America, you can actually go to your local Microsoft store and play Horde this week. Okay, well, that's very cool, and the game is coming out in just a couple weeks, right? Early September? Yeah, September 6th for Ultimate, for Early Access, September 10th for Regular, and, you know, a little, like, Gears Pop is out this Thursday, so if you want to get Gears sooner and in your pocket, it's out there. All things Gears. Well, speaking of Gears, I want to congratulate you because we're announcing tonight that Gears 5 won the Gamescom award for Best Xbox Game. So you and Coalition have done an amazing job on that. So congratulations. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's amazing. Congratulations. So great stuff. And we don't have to wait long to play it, as I said, coming early September for Xbox and PC. Coming up really fast, and I can't wait to see everybody online playing. Awesome. Rod, I appreciate you making it all the way here from Vancouver. You guys are just finishing up the game, and thanks for coming. Your first ever Gamescom. My first Gamescom, so and my first time in Cologne. It's been amazing. The people are amazing. The fans are awesome, so having a great time. Awesome. All right, Rod Ferguson, everybody. Coalition Gears 5. Thanks, Rod. All right, well, that's a game you know about, but tonight we do have a couple surprises for you with brand new things that haven't leaked anywhere, and we always love to surprise people. So take a look at this announcement of something brand new. That's right, the classic Comanche is coming back from THQ Nordic. I loved playing this game when I was a kid on PC. Nova Logic, Voxels, and I'm here with Kirk from Nuclear, because you're the guys that are bringing this to life, right?
Yeah, we did, actually. Great to be here. Good seeing you tonight.
It's great to see. So tell us a bit about this game. How did this come about, you guys getting involved with this?
Well, actually, 2 years ago during Gamescom, we came up with an idea and approached THQ Nordic, the cool guys, and said, we have an idea how to get it back to life in the 21st century. And they liked the idea, and so here we are.
Okay, so, and this is it's a team-based online
Yeah, it
game?
is, yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
That's how we roll, basically, because we have done a lot of stuff in the past, multiplayer-wise.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but you will see some live footage later on, so...
That's right, because we're not just CG trailers. We've got real gameplay for you
Real
guys to
gameplay
check
for the
out.
first time, yeah.
And you want fans to be a part of making this game, right? Tell us a bit about
absolutely, because everybody loves helicopters. They kick ass, they go in, can hide somewhere, and then shoot somebody. So, yeah, that's it, basically.
All right, well, let's take a look at the first gameplay from Comanche, right?
But you can join us as well in development.
Yes.
In Q4 this year, we go into alpha and beta, and in the beginning of next year, we go into early access. So sign up for the game.
Okay, check it out. Here it is, the first gameplay of Comanche.
See ya.
Is piloting a helicopter in a shooter any fun?
Yes, Virginia, it is. And there's a game exactly for that.
All right, Comanche, sign up now. And that's not all THQ Nordic has. They got some more drones for you. Check this out. All right, announced last week was Need for Speed Heat from EA, and everyone's been saying, when do we get to see real gameplay of it? Well, tonight's the night. Please welcome from EA, Riley Cooper. Come on up, man. How you doing?
Good. Glad to be here.
All right, so Need for Speed Heat, we saw the announcement last week. Tell us a bit about this game. How is it new or different for Need for Speed?
Well, you know, it focuses on the core experience of street racing and modified cars at night with cops. And to this, we've added sanctioned racing by day to keep that experience fresh and help explain why all these races are in town.
All right, sounds pretty cool. We want to see. You guys want to see the gameplay? Shall we do the honors, Riley?
Let's do it. Let's see
Let's
the game.
check it out. Need for Speed Heat.
Welcome to Palm City, a fresh world with new customizations and the return of cops. Make Palm City an urban oasis for those who burn fast and live by their own rules. Daytime offers sanctioned racing events through the Speed Hunter Showdown. Compete and score bank with each new win. Then use the rewards to tweak your car's performance and visual customization. Cops patrol the streets during the day, but they play by the rules, finding you for speeding and limiting your progress using controlled moves to slow you down. Roam the open world, nab challenges and collectibles. Spend as much time here as you like. When you're ready, switch into night. Build your rep by competing in illicit street races. The more you win, the more your heat will rise and the more rep you'll gain. But having all eyes on you comes with a price. Cops are on another level at night, and And you'll become a target as your heat level increases. As it gets higher, they'll ratchet up their efforts to stop you, unleashing helicopters and rhinos to take you down. With coordinated efforts that adapt to the situation, push it too far, and they won't hold back. And your car can only take so much damage, so be sure to make it to a hideout or the garage without getting busted. Otherwise, you'll lose everything you've risked. Step into your garage where you can tune your setup to your liking. Pick a car and make it your own. We've replaced the speed cards from Payback. You can now unlock parts by building up rep at night and use the bank you've earned during the day to level up your ride. Almost every car can be transformed into a custom whip. The revamped material editor adds a dynamic range of style combinations, while the new exhaust tuning system gives your ride a bark to go with this bike. Then, go beyond the car. Craft and create your own unique avatar to represent your style in Palm City. For the first time ever in Need for Speed, you can now customize your favorite rides through an app. Download Need for Speed Heat Studio today for an early access into car customization. With weekly car drops, a full line of custom parts, and a wrap editor, you can now build your custom ride and connect your account to push it directly into the game. Get the app and show off your Need for Speed style today. All drive will be available at launch. Crew up with your friends, or let us pair you up with others so you never ride alone. Your crew's rides will be displayed in your garage, so you're always up to speed with their latest creations. Leaderboards and challenges are tightly connected to the crew, so push each other to be the best and get a one-up on the wall. Every day is danger. Every race means risk. Another chance to lose everything you've worked for, or to gain something more. Turn the key. Burn all limits.
All right, so I saw Heat Studio there, and I can basically build my car now in advance of the game. Is that how it works?
That's right. Heat Studio is an awesome app. You can have access to full visual customization of most of the cars in our car list.
Yes.
When you've done your designs, you can push them to the Need for Speed Heat, the full game, when it launches November 8th worldwide.
Okay, and Heat Studio, when is that coming out?
It's available in most territories on iOS and worldwide on Android right now.
Right now?
I said right now.
All right, there you go. That's going to make the reel. All right, Need for Speed Heat Studio, so you can download that, Android and iOS, and check it out. All right, well, that's very cool. Need for Speed. Oh, there's the QR code, by the way, if you guys want to snap it right now, grab the app. Very cool. Need for Speed Heat coming in November. Thanks very much, Riley. Appreciate you hanging out.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Riley, from EA. Appreciate it, Riley. All right, we got some more announcements to make for you now. This is one that, again, another big surprise for everyone. Check it out. Another world premiere right here for the first time at Gamescom Opening Night Live. Kerbal Space Program 2 coming next year. All right, well, we still have some more announcements to go, and we're going to go right into the next one here. Check this out for the first time here at Gamescom. Little Nightmares 2. Dave,
Yes.
how you doing?
I'm all right, thanks, yeah.
How did you get this shirt on? Did you do that during the trailer?
I've been wearing this all day.
Oh my God. All right. Well, hopefully you had a jacket on or something. Don't spoil any announcements. All right. Well, anyways, Little Nightmares 2. The first game was, beautiful. And what we saw there, again, in-engine footage from the game. For you guys to do a sequel, where did you want to take it? Seems like there's a new character, right?
Yeah, it's a new character called Mono that you'll be playing as. Six is there as well, so but you'll be playing as Mono, and the pair of you are going to a place called the Signal Tower, which is the center of the whole story.
I mean, this is beautiful platforming, just incredible graphics with Unreal and what you guys have put together there. And I noticed weapons now. We're gonna have some combat.
Kitchen utensils.
Okay,
Yeah,
those can be
them as-
weapons. Okay, so is this going to be a little bit? Is it even darker? I mean, is there combat a big part of this game?
It's a part of the game. It's just another part of the balance, really. I mean, you're never really going to be Rambo in our kind of games, but you can try your best to stay safe.
Yeah, well, it looks absolutely incredible. Such a cool announcement. Was it clear you always wanted to go right in and do a sequel for this thing?
We always wanted to, yeah. We also had to kind of convince people that we weren't ever going to make another one, so we could have a nice surprise like this. But now we've got, as you can see from the trailer, you're outside now, so you're not free, but you are outside. Yeah. So there's like places like the wilderness, and like an abandoned shack, and then we got these sadistic teachers and the hunter, and like I say, the ladle combat.
Looks incredible. We can't wait to see more of it, and you'll have, I'm sure, more to share at Gamescom and in the months ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. All right, well, what do you guys think of that? Little Nightmares 2 announced right here at Gamescom. Thanks very much, Dave. Great to see you. All right, well, there's so much other stuff going on at Gamescom in the days ahead, and IGN's going to have a live studio where they'll be doing tons of coverage. And joining me now to talk about the Gamescom Awards and all the things that are happening this week with awarding great games is Sydney Goodman from IGN. Sydney, take it away.
Well, thank you, Jeff. With me is none other than Mark Healy, Creative Director at Media Molecule. Mark, you and your team won Best Original Game and Best Sony PlayStation 4 Game for Dreams. Congratulations. Brilliant. And second, how are you feeling?
Well, that's fantastic. I'm very happy. I'm sure that the team will be very happy about that. And I'm just relieved, actually, that we've managed to get this far, because it's been a long road. So I should probably say thank you to Sony for letting us take so long to get here. And really importantly, I want to thank the community, actually, who are obviously the lifeblood of Dreams, and they've blowing us away constantly. So thank you to them as well.
That's awesome. Let's hear it for the community. So speaking of community, you and your team have been in early access since April. How has it been seeing players create and explore in Dreams?
Oh, it's humbling, because there's just so much talent out there waiting to break into this industry, So it's it's really exciting watching people get better and better day by day. There's already some superstars in the community, so it's just going to get better.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again, and back to you, Jeff.
Thank you, Sydney, and congratulations to the Molecules. Such a great game that's empowering creators around the world. All right, now our next game is one that has been announced, but everyone's been wanting to see gameplay on it. Well, tonight we got the first gameplay for you. Predator Hunting Grounds from IllFonic and PlayStation. Check this out for the first time. There you go, your first look at Predator. I'm here with Charles from IllFonic to talk about this. So you guys did Friday the 13th.
Yes, sir.
How do you go from there to Predator?
Well, we were just kind of sitting around and someone decided to throw out the idea, and we really didn't even have to think about it or brainstorm it. We all just knew instantly what the game was, so it totally made sense.
Well, you had to get the license, you had to pitch it, I guess?
Yep, went to Fox and then Sony after, and here we are today, so it's pretty amazing.
All right, you're just a string of good luck, but it looks really cool. Now it's multiplayer, which is something big, you know.
Yeah.
PlayStation, big new multiplayer game, and this is obviously a 4v1, right? So plays Predator.
Yeah, 4 fire team members, and they're going through doing missions, kind of similar to the '87 film, and then the Predators then hunting the fire team. So it's kind of a bit of a hunt becomes hunted type moment. So yeah.
And between, obviously, you got to balance it out, so it's fun to be on the team or the Predator. But tell us about that balance.
Oh yeah, so it's always something we're doing kind of until the finish line, but it's really fun to play both as the Predator or the fire team. Yeah. So right now there's just a ton of competition in the office, so we have a lot of fun with it.
Awesome. I know it's sort of early alpha, so you guys are here at Gamescom, showing it to media, and coming next year?
Yeah, pre-alpha and sometime next year for sure.
All right, Predator Hunting Grounds. It's one to watch. Thanks so much for popping by, Charles.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome, great. All right, well, now we're going to take a look at a game that has an expansion coming out in September, Monster Hunter. Check this out for the first time.
Hey, do you hear that? Singing? What is that?
Monsters displaying disturbing behavior.
Songs.
It's having an incredible effect on other life in the new world.
You're going to need his help. That elder dragon is going to be a problem.
Cannons ready to fire. Orders, sir.
Fire!
You were the only one who's fought this Velkhana before. We can't fail here.
At Jaeger, we innovate, we take risks, we strive to create games you've never played before. This time it's self-published. It's without compromise. It's PvE, it's PvP. It's a new genre. Welcome to the cycle.
All right, I'm here with Jonathan, talking about the cycle. So this is PvPvE, a competitive quest shooter. Break that down for us. How does that actually play out?
Plays out pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So the mix of PvE and PvP that we have, I don't think it's really been done like this before. So the game is kind of, it's not a cookie cutter game.
Yeah.
It's really quite different. And I think that the way you can play it with pacting.
Right.
So you never quite know if you're going to want to shoot the person that you see, or if you're going to
packed at any time, I guess.
At any time, yeah. But it's a game that you kind of have to play to get.
Yeah.
And you can. It's out on the Epic Games Store.
Yeah.
It's a free download.
Yeah.
And yeah, try it out. Let us know what you think.
Awesome. And you guys are doing this independently, which you guys have done lots of games for lots of publishers before, but you're kind of striking out independently. Why did you want to do it that way?
We're taking quite a lot of risk with the cycle, to be honest. It's quite innovative, and that's not really for everyone. So, and after 20 years, I mean, Jaeger's been around for 20 years. So we really just had to go for it at some point. So I'm super happy that we as a company had the courage to do it. And big shout out to Epic for the support and their courage as well, because it wouldn't have been possible without their help.
And lots of cool German game developers on stage tonight as well, which is really cool. So awesome. Well, great to have you here. Congratulations. We will check that out in the Epic Games Store. And now we're going to take a look at a new trailer. The next episode of Life is Strange 2, Episode 4, is coming out this week, and we've got the first look at the trailer. Check it out.
I keep having these nightmares since I came out of the coma. Nowhere to go. What do I do now? I'm so different now. I don't even recognize myself.
Remember, you gotta do this.
4 times a day, I won't forget. I let everybody down. I lost Daniel. Where would he hide out?
We have a lot of people looking for your brother.
This is where I am. For how long? It's been over 2 months.
The Bureau put his profile out over 4 states.
This is where I chose to be. Facing all your cries.
You might spend the rest of your life in prison, or you can talk to me.
We gotta be careful now. How would I even find him? Is the whole world out to get me? Nobody will stop me. I'm not afraid. I want to help my brother. It's all I can think about.
Sean?
All right, guys, while we're watching, I just got a text. Guess who just arrived in the building? Hideo Kojima's here, everybody. He'll be here out here a little bit later, but we do have some Death Stranding for you. All right, but right now we're going to get to another new game announcement. Sega and Amplitude are teaming up to introduce a brand new historical turn-based strategy game. What if you could rewrite and reimagine the entire history of humankind? Check out this world premiere.
Peggy 12.
Now it is time for Borderlands 3. You guys ready? Oh, I love the enthusiasm. All right. Please welcome from Gearbox, Paul Sage. Hello, Paul.
Hey, Jeff. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. You've been traveling around the world. There's so much Borderlands stuff going on, but we don't have to wait much longer for this. Coming in September 13th. So let's talk Borderlands 3. First of all, the campaign. I know last week a lot of previews went up. Influencers, press got to play it. So we got a little footage of campaign we're going to talk about first before we get to talking about the end game, which we're very excited about. But tell us a bit about the campaign and sort of what you guys have shared recently on Borderlands 3.
All right, so we showed off about 4 hours of just the beginning gameplay where you start on Pandora.
Yeah.
And then we moved on to Eden 6, which is a new planet. We've never showed off before. And we tell this kind of heartwarming story of 2 AIs who fall out of love, and one AI who's a jilted lover takes and shoves the other AI just straight up into a pink plush bear who is voiced by none other than the charismatic Ice-T.
There you go, Ice-T. All right, in Borderlands 3, of course, right?
Yeah.
Now, you got obviously amazing characters playable. We have Flack. I mean, people are super excited about what you've shown kind of on campaign. And the thing, though, that everyone is always curious now, I know it's kind of silly to be talking about the end game before the game's even out, but folks want to know, what's the challenge? What can you tell us about the end game for Borderlands 3?
All right, so all this week and probably next week and a few more weeks, we're going to be talking about endgame.
Yeah.
The first 2 things we're going to talk about, the first one is called a Circle of Slaughter.
Okay.
We're bringing back Circle of Slaughter from Borderlands, right? And it's just this wave after wave survival mechanic of fighting off enemies. And the cool thing about this is that, the more you survive, the better your rewards are.
Mm-hmm. And there's more, though, right?
There is more.
Okay.
So we're announcing something called Proving Grounds. Okay, Proving Grounds starts off with the Iridians,
yes,
right?
We got footage here, right?
Yeah, we're showing off, a little bit of the Proving Grounds here.
Yes. Okay.
And the nice thing is you have to go throughout the game and discover Iridian writing. This is this ancient alien race.
Yep.
And then you find the coordinates to planets once you kind of decipher all these things. And then you find out that you can take a mission from this Iridian that you see here, and the mission has different objectives in it, right? So it's got one, which is kill everything, because Borderlands.
Of course, yeah.
And then it's got optional objectives, like don't die, All right. Do it within a certain amount of time and kill a certain thing. So you can
I can see all that, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the optional objectives right here.
Yep.
And then the nice thing about the optional objectives is that if you do those optional objectives, at the end we have a chest and the loot gets better how the optional objectives play out. So if you're really good, you'll get the best loot in the game.
Super replayable, obviously, for people to kind of
it's all about replayability at this point, yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's amazing. And so time-based, obviously, going through there with you and your friends and having an amazing time. So this, obviously, the Proving Grounds, this is one map. Are there multiple Proving Grounds, obviously?
Yeah, there's about 7 different Proving Grounds scattered throughout the game. Or actually, sorry, I said 7, I meant 6, but it works.
Okay. I'm sure there'll be more down the road.
Right.
But, all right, so that's, and I'm sure there's probably even more in-game, or?
There's all sorts of in-game. Again, like I said, we're going to talk about it more. We have something called Guardian Rank, which is if you play Borderlands 2, it's like Badass Rank 2.0. Yeah. We'll be talking a lot about that. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming up.
All right, well, we don't have to wait long for Borderlands 3, but it's so awesome to see Proving Grounds. And when can we check it out, Paul?
You will be able to check it out on Friday the 13th. That's September 13th, 2019. I hope everybody is there.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure you're going to have it playable here at Gamescom, so everyone will be checking it out, right?
Yeah.
All right, Borderlands 3, the guys from Gearbox. Paul, thank you so much.
Thanks again.
Kicking off Gamescom with us. Really appreciate it. All right. So now we've got a cool new game to show you guys, and this comes from a German studio, and sometimes we get pitched indie games for Game Awards or even Gamescom, and sometimes we get trailers that just blow me away, and this is a game that you may not have heard of before, from a studio that you may not know about, but take a look at this. I was really impressed with this trailer, so we're so proud to announce this brand new independent game made here in Germany on opening night live. Check this out. Let me know what you think. I was really impressed.
So, stranger, what brings you to this no man's land? There are far more interesting places to visit. Take Tusend. Sunny valleys, peace, quiet, wine, lots of wine. Or Skellige. Friendly nature, breathtaking landscapes, kind folk, welcoming of travelers. I wager you'd have a much better time there. And Novigrad, that's another beast, I tell you. Merchants, taverns, Gwent, horse races, Who knows? Maybe even true love. Tell me, why Velen?
Because here's where my journey begins.
All right, there you go. Witcher 3 Switch announced October 15th. That's the announcement of the release date for that. Now we're going to talk about FIFA 20. And joining me from EA to talk about FIFA 20 is Matt Turner from EA. Matt, come on out. Hello, Matt. Good to see you. So FIFA 20, kind of a big deal, especially over here. Everyone loves FIFA. Tell us a bit about the new Volta. What is Volta in FIFA 20?
Yeah, well, Volta Football is really all about celebrating something that our fans have been asking for. I mean, we've been honing a deep and authentic experience for the 11v11 game for a long time. You know, bringing you your favorite squads and clubs and players and stadiums, but we understand that for millions of people all over the world, their stadiums are streets, they're cages, they're courts. And those are the spaces where they can express themselves and bring their creativity to the game, and sometimes even influence how a professional game is played. So we really set about creating a fresh and deep and authentic experience with the street football flavor and bringing that creativity and style to the game. We have a refined gameplay experience. We have a brand new customization experience where you can really choose what your character looks like and how they play and what they wear on the court. And with all the ways you can play Volta Football with Volta Story included, which you're going to see here for the very first time in a minute, that authenticity and that depth of the real-life street football experience is what you're going to see all over Volta Football in FIFA 20.
And I know we saw in the trailer that we're going kind of around the world, right? We're going to Eiffel Tower, other places, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So you're going to, create your avatar. You're going to get to test your mettle against some real legends of street football. Yeah. And then you're going to create your squad and try and go out there and recruit your best team to try and take a shot at the most prestigious award in street football, which is the Volta World Championships hosted in Buenos Aires. But you're going to play in 17 locations across 5 continents. So Tokyo Rooftop, in the shadow of Table Mountain, shadow of the Eiffel Tower, overlooking the New York skyline. So all these locations are brand new and really fresh and unique to FIFA 20.
Awesome. All right, well, you brought a clip for the first time, a premiere clip from the story mode. What are we going to see?
Yeah, well, you're going to get to create your avatar and really see how they look and how they play on the court, and obviously spend a lot of time on the pitch. But you're also going to get to experience Volta Football through the story. Play in tournaments like the Adidas Tango League, and one of our legends, Kotaro Tokuda, is going to give you a little taste of his world championship winning routine in Tokyo. And like any adventure, you're going to make some friends along the way and maybe a few enemies too at the same time.
All right, well, let's take a look at a premiere clip from FIFA 20 Volta coming in September, right?
Yeah, you want to check it out on Gamescom right now, you can. If you want to get your early hands on it, it's going to be on EA Access and Origin Access on September 19th, and for the rest of the world on September 27th.
Awesome. All right, let's check it out. FIFA 20 world premiere clip from Volta Story. Thanks, Matt.
Why don't you sit down, please, for once, and just take it in.
Hey, Jay. This is like promo stuff, you know?
Cool.
Look at you. Yeah, I guess you took the hard road. Ah, me too. You'd think we'd learn. No, all in the name of progress, right? They say there's always something better. Burn the old, bring in the new. Well, how'd that work out? Risked our whole future. And we trusted them. And now we fight them any way we can. For what? For what's left of humanity.
Got it.
I'm sorry. Were you two having a moment? I can leave y'all be.
What? The grav cycle? I'm a pilot.
Uh-huh.
It's called a pre-flight inspection.
No judgments here, huh?
What'd you guys think of that? Looks pretty cool, right? We got Marcus from V1 here. Marcus, this is so cool that Disintegration is real. You showed the real gameplay there. You and I first started talking about this game, I think, like 5 years ago, and you're just a couple people.
That's right.
You're talking about the first Game Awards in 2014. You're like, maybe we'll kickstart this, and here we are, 5 years later. You've got a bigger team now, right?
We do. We have we started out with 3.
Yes.
And now we have a small team of 30 people at V1 in the Seattle area, back out in the Pacific Northwest.
Yes, well, you're known for doing some cool things out there in Pacific Northwest with certainly, co-creator Halo, Master Chief, and this is something brand new. Tell us about the new character that you're in.
All right, we've got a new character we're playing. His name is Romer. He's a trained grav cycle pilot. It's one of these vehicles that you saw flying in the game.
Yeah.
It's a game pretty much unlike anything you've ever played before.
And you're doing campaign and multiplayer for this?
That is true. We have a full single-player story campaign, as well as a huge multiplayer component to it as well.
Okay, well, let's talk about some of the gameplay we saw there, because people, know sort of, first-person action games, and tell us about the style of gameplay and how you're playing there, and explain what people are seeing.
Sure, it's a first-person shooter with a lot of real-time tactic elements blended in. So you play as a pilot in this grav cycle vehicle that hovers above the ground, and you have onboard weapons for offensive and defensive capability, as well as then commanding a small squad of units on the ground that each have their own unique abilities. So it's your job to use them strategically in gameplay. It's really cool.
Yeah, no, it looks amazing, and it's got that, the feel that I think we know and love from, Halo, Destiny, sort of that epic world, the great music. I mean, it's a lot of signatures there, but it's new and different gameplay.
That's all in my DNA.
Well, the fact that you're doing, campaign and multiplayer, I think is absolutely amazing with a team of 30 with something that looks that phenomenal.
Thanks. Yeah, we are taking on something pretty ambitious with a title like this, but the 30-person team in Seattle is a powerhouse of talent, of AAA devs like myself, as well as a lot of emerging talent. So it's a great mix.
Well, this is definitely a game to watch. 2020, but now you're going to let people play it. I mean, it's here at Gamescom.
That's right. We're playing multiplayer on the floor, so we're pretty excited to have everybody jump into a 5v5 pretty frenetic, a great experience on multiplayer. So it's pretty great.
I love you guys announcing the game, letting people play it right here at Gamescom. It looks phenomenal. Good luck with it. Hopefully we'll see more of it soon.
Thank you.
Integration, Marcus and V1.
All right.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks, Marcus. All right, now we're going to take a look at a trailer for Darksiders Genesis coming out later this year. All right, welcome back to Gamescom Opening Night Live. Now we're going to move on to a game that was announced as part of Google Stadia. It's a launch title. Please welcome Raul Rubio from Tequila Works to talk about Guilt.
Hi there.
Hello, Raul. Good to see you, man.
How are you, man?
Yes, so this is exciting. You guys are, a studio that's done a lot of really interesting, new, unique projects. This is a Stadia exclusive game, and we've got some gameplay. So tell us a bit about why did you guys want to build this game? What is it?
Well, first of all, I'm very happy to be here.
Yes.
Because it's Tequila Works' 10th anniversary.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's related to the reason why we're doing this.
Okay.
Well, 2 years ago, in fact, basically seeing how the games are evolving and how the way we build, the way we play changes.
Yeah.
Actually, well, we were excited by the vision of Stadia and the Stadia team for, well, the next step in evolution, right? And the thing is that if you look at our games, we are mostly about touching players with deep, meaningful stories. The thing is that was perfectly aligned with what the Stadia were looking, right? And, well, the result is Guild, as our latest creation, and, as you said, Stadia exclusive.
Yep.
Launch title.
Okay, so tell us a bit about the game. I see there's a girl who's walking around with a flashlight. What is she trying to do? She's looking for her sister, right?
Well, her cousin.
Yes,
Emily.
cousin. Okay, sorry.
So, yeah, as you can see, Guild is a haunted tale.
Yes.
It's a haunted tale actually touching deep and dark things like childhood fears, and more importantly, bullying. So, you are Sally. Sally is this little girl. She grew up in Bethelwood. It's an old mine town in Maine. And the thing is that her life is not easy. And it got even worse looking for Emily, her cousin.
Okay.
Somehow, chased by bullies, she ended up dragged in this strange new world, an eerie, unnatural place where all your fears and nightmares take shape in a weak and very real way. So that means that, well, the monsters are in fact physical manifestations of our own terrors and traumas, like apprehension to strangers or the paranoia of everyone whispering around you, revealing your deepest secrets, actually bystanders standing there doing nothing in my helplessness.
Yes.
So this is what we define as delicate horror.
Okay.
That basically is Sally's journey, embarking to save Emily, at the same time trying to understand the world surrounding her.
And you're obviously defeating these monsters with this it reminds me a little bit of, it's not the same thing, but Alan Wake, where you're sort of like the light to take things down. Tell us about how you play.
That's correct. Guild is an adventure, narrative adventure. That means that we are blending elements like exploration, stealth, action, and puzzles. You have a lot of tools at your disposal. And in this case, for example, the flashlight is your beacon into the darkness. Obviously, is what you need to find your way.
Yeah.
the thing is that these monsters are very sensible to sound and light. They can see you. If you use the flashlight, in fact, you are exposing yourself.
Right.
But that's a way to face your fears. I mean, yes, some monsters are quite thin-skinned, in fact, and when exposed under the light of truth, you can say it that way, well, they turn powerless, right? They disappear. Not only that, you can actually build strategies, like throwing a can, for example, to distract an enemy, or even using the light shaft or the flashlight to attract
It
enemies.
looks like you've got strategy, you've got stealth, and all this in the game. And it's coming out for launch, right?
It's coming for launch.
This November.
This November. We hope to actually show and share more news when the launch is getting ready.
Yeah.
Dealing with the topic so delicate and in a meaningful and respectful way is, in fact, our way to challenge the audience. And, well, that's the ambition of Guild.
Wow. Okay. Very deep, and looks cool that you guys are doing it for Stadia. So Tequila Works, great to see you, Raul. Look forward to hearing what's next. Raul Rubio, Tequila Works. Fantastic. All right. Well, thanks very much, Raul. Now we're going to head on over to the lovely Sydney Goodman from IGN. Sydney, what's up?
Well, hello, Jeff. Again, I am here with Celia from Nintendo. Celia, you and your team won Best Nintendo Switch Game for The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
I'm so excited. Yes, actually, I'm very happy that one of the most beloved games of the Legend of Zelda series won this award. And a few weeks ago, we asked fans to send us fan art and received within 2.5 weeks 450 letters, emails, pictures, sculptures, miniatures, even a lamp. And it's really amazing. And you can see here that the love that Nintendo puts into these games, the love to detail, comes back right to them.
That's amazing. I love that. A lamp. What creativity. So you mentioned it that Link's Awakening is just such a beloved Zelda game. I mean, it's iconic. How has it been being on the team that's working on that game?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not part of the development team, but I read an interview from Anuma-san, and he said they always want to keep the heart of the game, but on the other hand, they always want to introduce something new. That's the reason why we see here this beautiful graphics, which is like a miniature world. And another new thing is the dungeon chamber, which is super exciting for players because here they get the chance to arrange chambers the way they want it. Yes, so I think even for players who played it 26 years ago, they now find something new in this new game.
Well, congratulations again, Celia. I know I am not alone when I say I cannot wait to get my hands on that. And back to you, Jeff.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you very much, Sydney. Congratulations to Nintendo for that. And now we're going to move on to the world of Destiny 2. Any Destiny players out there? All right. Well, please welcome Scott Taylor and Wendy Wade from Bungie. Hi, guys.
How's it going, Geoff Keighley?
Things are going well. You guys are very well branded here. Come on up. So let's talk about Destiny 2. First of all, the newly independent Bungie. It's so cool that you guys are releasing this on your own now. And as your shirt says, Shadowkeep is coming October 1. So we're going back to the moon, but tell us a bit about what we can expect from this expansion.
Yeah, well, Shadowkeep is our new expansion. Like you said, come out October 1st. It involves the return of a character we haven't seen in a while, Eris Morn, one of the beloved characters from Destiny 1. Yeah. Now, Eris has gone on looking around in the moon, and from Destiny 1 also, and has discovered something horrible that has unleashed nightmares for all Guardians to come back and battle. So it's the moon, but it's totally transformed by the Hive. There's some new spaces that you've never seen before, and then there's spaces that you think look familiar but have been totally reimagined.
Wow. Now, you guys are also changing kind of the business of Destiny a little bit in how you're approaching it. Free to play, and obviously, First Light to be able to jump in. Tell us a bit about that and how that's going to change or affect the game.
Yeah, New Light is definitely the best time to start Destiny. Yeah. Not only because it's free to download, but because the player very quickly is going to unlock the game. So if you want to jump in and play campaigns, no problem, we got you covered. If you want to fire team up, jump into Crucible, jump into Gambit, play co-op strikes. It's all available right off the bat.
Wow, very cool.
Then cross save.
Yes.
You can play your
Happening this
Guardians
week, yes.
on any platform you want.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, cross save coming online, which everyone's excited about. And you know, Armor 2.0. There's so much in this game which everyone wants to know about. But tonight, I know you guys prepared a little bit of news for folks on the season that's starting of the Undying. So who's dead that needs to come back to life?
Well, I'm very lucky because I get to work on one of the teams that focuses on seasons, which means we're keeping Destiny fresh all the time. It's always a great time to jump in.
Yeah.
And this fall, while your Guardians are going to the moon to confront nightmares, the Vex are bringing the fight to us.
Okay, the Vex. Well, let's check it out. You guys have a little story trailer here to set it up, right?
Yes, we do.
Awesome. All right, well, let's check it out. A brand new trailer for Destiny 2 Shadowkeep from Bungie. We appreciate them putting this together. Check it out. Thanks, guys.
We say that the Black Garden is the birthplace of the Vex. But it was not the beginning. It was the reason. The life in the garden called out a question. The Vex are the answer. They will do anything to protect the garden. In these things, there is symmetry. The gateways have opened. The Vex are coming.
army.
All right, some announcements there from the Epic Games Store about new titles joining that family. And I'm here with Geoff from Wizards of the Coast and Max, who's a big Magic player, because we're going to talk about MTG Arena, which is joining the Epic family, right?
That is true. It is indeed. Magic has been part of players' lives for about 25 years all around the world. And since we started open beta for Magic the Gathering Arena, we've had millions of people join us. And as we expand the game, we think the next best place for the game is to be part of the Epic Games Store, which is going to be coming this winter.
Okay, so coming this winter to Epic Games Store. And Max, you're a big Magic player. You're streaming, playing it. What do you like about MTG Arena?
I think the best part for me was playing drafts during the stream, because there's a Twitch on where your viewers, or let your viewers live vote on which cards to pick. Yeah. Very interactive, a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm still try-harding off-camera a lot of MTG Arena, yeah.
All right, so we don't have to wait long. Coming this winter,
Coming this winter, yeah. Very soon.
MTG Arena. Awesome.
MTG
Well, thanks
Arena.
so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
All right, we'll check it out on the Epic Games Store. Thanks, guys. All right, well, now we've got another announcement for you guys. And this ties to a PlayStation game. By the way, I don't know if you guys heard the news. As we were here, Sony announced that they actually bought Insomniac. So check your Twitter after. But that just got breaking news during our show. But speaking of PlayStation, we've got another trailer world premiere from PlayStation. Check this out.
I'm Sergeant Blake. It's extremely likely whoever killed your father killed Mr. Joe.
Is there anything I can do to help? There's something going on here. I need to find out what it is.
There's an intruder at Delphi House.
I'm going. Why are you following me? Let me go. I know what I saw. I know what's real.
My God, what have you done?
For the players.
There you go, with the shadow drop. I'm here with Jack from Flavorworks and Holly, the star of Erica. Great to have you here at Gamescom. Welcome.
Nice to be here.
So this is a cool surprise, because Erica, we hadn't seen for a while, and then everyone's wondering what's going on, and here it is with the trailer and out tonight. So first of all, let me kick off with you, Holly. Tell us a bit about Erica, the character that you play.
So Erica is a little bit of an enigma. She's a girl who's had this incredibly traumatic childhood experience, and it's haunted her whole life, and it's shrouded in mystery. And so when you meet her and you join her on her journey, then you sort of decide who she can trust, and you solve the mystery with her.
And Jack, I know you've been, people see live action and they wonder, hey, is this another, Bandersnatch, Netflix style thing? It's much more interactive than that. Can you kind of explain about, how you're treating video?
Yeah, we just wanted to make a game, and more so a really innovative narrative game. And so for that, we knew we needed really nuanced performances with strong emotional characters. And so Holly was perfect for that. Yeah. More so than we can get in Moko or something like that, mocap. The issue was, with video, it's always then feels a bit prescribed and chunky and blocky, and our big thing was we wanted to make this as interactive as other games, where you're touching the world in a very tactile way, very high fidelity. So we had to build this technology from the ground up. We had to throw away all of our design rule book, work out how to get a film culture and a games culture to work together. So the last couple of years has been us having to throw away everything we knew and start again, but we're so happy.
So it's not just straight kind of branching A-B path. There's much more interactivity moment to moment.
Exactly. There's lots of branching, and it's actually really ambitious branching for a team of literally 6 people for the last couple of years. And it completely changed the way that we had to film this stuff. But it was kind of made quite like an intentionally ambiguous and quite out there sort of story, so that around a water cooler there's that thing of, we've all seen it, but from what perspective did we see it? And that was something that really excited us.
Tell me about filming this, because I'm sure you had all these different branching paths, your character had to go in all these different directions.
Oh my God, it was crazy. It was quite a massive challenge, because obviously I've never done anything like this before, and films are quite linear, and yeah, we had all these different branches to go down, and it's quite emotional for the character. It goes to quite a lot of deep and dark places, but also because of the interactive side, it has this physicality. So I had to, even though I was in the surroundings, and it's really me there, and so you get all the nuances of a real life actor and not a CGI character.
You had to do it all. It's all your own stunts.
I had to do it all, and so the physicality, I had to do my own stunts, basically.
It was incredibly hard, and it was absolutely brilliant, and it just knew every avenue of the game. Like, it was absolutely magic. But yeah, so it's a really good performance.
Super cool, and this is awesome because you can download it today worldwide on PlayStation.
Exactly, right after the show it comes out, €9.99, euros, pounds, dollars. Okay. It's been a labor of love for years, so this is really exciting for us. And then you can play it on the show floor if you're at Gamescom tomorrow. So
awesome. All right. Well, Jack, Holly, thank you so much for coming all the way to Cologne.
Thank you.
Kick it off. Erica, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for coming by. All right, well, we've got a lot to tell you about Gamescom this week, as we are just kicking things off tonight on Monday. And if you're watching this or if you're here, I wanted to let you know that you can also go to Gamescom Now, which is on the Gamescom.global website. And that's a way that you can discover Gamescom all week. All the live streams throughout the week will be available through this portal to anyone around the world. Gamescom is really trying to bring the show to fans internationally and globally, even more this year. So Gamescom Now you can check out. I also want to tell you some of the other things that are going to be happening throughout the week. So IGN is going to be doing live streams for the rest of the week from their studio, IGN, at Gamescom Now. And there's also some other cool things like Anno, the game from Ubisoft, is going to have a free, it's going to be free on Uplay for the next couple of weeks, tied to Gamescom, so you can check that out. And it's a cool idea to take the games from the show floor here and make them playable to fans at home, which is really, really cool. This area is called the Gamescom Event Arena, and there'll be some great esports tournaments happening here. The ESL Summer Championship in CSGO, League of Legends will be here, Asphalt 9, and there's also something, this is so cool, the Farming Simulator League has its tournament here. I had to show you some footage of this. When they told me this, I'm like, no, does this actually happen? And like, it's amazing to see that this is happens here in Europe. I love this. So Farming Simulator League right to the top of Twitch, we hope, with all the activities. But this is like actually happening. Farming Simulator League. So you guys know this, I guess. When I saw this back in the States, I'm like, we have to show this to people. So you guys, if you're interested, you can watch the Farming Simulator League live here from Gamescom. There is also a cosplay area, an indie village with over 5,000 square meters of indie games. And there are also concerts as well. You guys get a whole week of Gamescom. There's a festival in the city of Cologne this weekend. But speaking of concerts, Sydney from IGN is with one of the acts that's going to be performing this week. Sydney, who are you with?
Well, I am with Par Sundstrom of Sabaton. Par, you guys are performing. Tell us more about it.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited being here. Yeah, a couple of years ago we were here, and we played the first ever rock concert at Gamescom. And now we're back to play some more heavy metal.
And when are you playing?
We're playing at the Wargaming booth Wednesday at 9 o'clock.
Perfect. Well, make sure you check that out. And you also have a collaboration. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, of course. There's a new game coming out from Wargaming. And it's a hack and slash RPG called Pagan Online. And we thought a game about pagans, mythology, needed a Swedish pagan. And so we kind of put our singers skin, but looking better than he would do in real life. And more badass than he does in the real life. And you can have the skin in the game now, along with some legendary weapons.
Amazing. Well, I can't wait to see it, and good luck, not that you need it, at your concert. And now it's time to check out some more world premiere trailers.
Hey Gamescom 2019, it's Toby and Julian from the Iron Harvest team, and we are proud to present you our classic real-time strategy game, Iron Harvest 1920+.
In Iron Harvest, giant diesel punk mechs were created to support the people, but instead caused trouble, chaos, and despair.
And now it's your turn to fight back and to learn more about the three factions in our thrilling single-player campaign.
Or challenge your friends in intense multiplayer matches in this squad-based combat RTS coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
And when we say PC, we say it's on Steam and it will be across other stores at launch.
And if you're in Cologne anyway, give us your high five, come to Hall 9 and meet us at the Deep Silver area. And don't forget to wishlist Iron Harvest on Steam.
So now enjoy a new trailer and see you on the battlefield.
We were all busy with our own small lives. Didn't know what went on in secret. Didn't see the war coming. They said the war would be won within months. An adventure promising pride and honor. In the end, it would be 5 years. Years of torment and horror, like the world had never seen before. The Great War, that was supposed to end all wars, is over. While in secret, the seed is sown for the next war. But this time, we're vigilant and we'll fight.
Gamescom is in full swing, which means we have more 2019 Gamescom award winners. Let's hear it for Best Action Adventure Game, Black Sad Under the Skin from Astragon. Best Action Game, Doom Eternal from ZeniMax. Best Mobile Game is Battle Chasers Night War Mobile Edition from Handy Games. Best Racing Game is Grid from Koch Media. Best Sports Game, Roller Champions from Ubisoft. Best Simulation Game, Planet Zoo from Frontier. Best Strategy Game, Desperados 3 from THQ Nordic. Best Family Game, Concrete Genie from Sony. Best Role-Playing Game, Wasteland 3 from Koch Media. And Best PC Game is Ghost Recon Breakpoint from Ubisoft. Yeah, let's hear it for the winners. There we go, there we go. Congratulations to all of those Gamescom award winners. As Geoff said, IGN will be live all week long, and we've got you covered for all your Gamescom 2019 needs.
Gamescom is the biggest gaming event on Earth, with over 350,000 fans attending from all over the world. But if you're not one of them, don't worry, because IGN has you covered. Starting Tuesday, IGN is bringing you a week of live coverage from Hall 7, streaming exclusive demos, tons of brand new gameplay, developer interviews, and sights and sounds from the show floor. This is the heart of gaming, and it all starts Tuesday on IGN at Gamescom Now.
That about does it for me tonight, but like that wonderful video just said, we will be live on IGN all week long. Thank you so much, Geoff, for having me, and back to you.
Thanks, Sid. Great to have you with us. Congratulations to all the winners. There are more awards, I think, coming from the fans on IGN this weekend. All right, now let's turn to the world of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. To talk about all things Modern Warfare, please welcome Dino from Infinity Ward. Dino? Good to see you, man. Thanks for making the trip out to Germany.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so Call of Duty Modern Warfare. You're on brand, and this is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but it's a reimagined Modern Warfare. Right?
Exactly. That is the exact term we use at Infinity Ward, is that it is a reimagining of the Modern Warfare franchise. So it's still Modern Warfare through and through, complete with some familiar characters as well, but the overall narrative and the single-player storyline are completely new and fresh and updated to be relevant and fit in a present day.
Okay. You guys had the multiplayer reveal a couple of weeks ago. Lots of news around that. Tell us, what's the focus of MP for MW this year?
So first of all, we were just blown away by the reaction from the fans and the players. Our overall goal this year for MP was to create the ultimate multiplayer playground. So we've got all sorts of shapes and sizes of experiences. We've got our smaller, tighter, fast and frenetic 2v2 maps. We've got our more traditional 6v6 maps. And we've also got experiences on our larger scale maps that are going to support upwards of 100 players.
Oh, wow. Okay, and you're also doing crossplay as well, right?
Yes, we are indeed. So we've actually had a lot of questions from the community about how crossplay works.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, you'll be able to play console to console and console to PC. So if you're partying up on console and you have a friend in PC that you want to play with, you guys can play together.
Oh, wow. Okay, so across everything. It's all going to work.
Absolutely.
All right. You also had a fun mode that I got to play back in May at the studio, 2v2 gunfight, which is like, tell us a bit about it. It's like a ton of fun.
Right. It is
fast-paced.
It is a ton of fun. It's fast. It's frenetic. I actually heard you did pretty well over there.
We had a fun time. Me and Andy McNamara from Game Informer took down some other journalists. I don't think we compete against some of these Courage or those guys, but it's
those guys are real slayers, though.
I was going to say,
I think you held your own.
Yeah, it was a fun mode, and I understand that you guys are going to be. We know you're doing a beta in September, but
yes, we are.
I hear there might be something before that.
Absolutely. So first of all, if you're here and happen to be at the show, you will be able to play Modern Warfare. It's on the show floor. Check it out at the PlayStation booth.
Okay.
And so in preparation for our beta, where we get to be able to collect a lot of feedback from the fans as well as test crossplay, we're doing an early test, and we've partnered with PlayStation to have an open 2v2 alpha that's going to start this Friday, August 23rd.
Okay, this Friday, August 23rd, and that's worldwide on PlayStation 4?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we will check it out. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Alpha, and I understand we got a little sneak peek of it, right?
Absolutely. I brought a trailer along with me so that people can see what's coming up.
All right, see all the maps and everything in the alpha. Thanks so much, Dino.
Thank you very much,
Call of
Geoff.
Duty Modern Warfare.
Target's moving. Got it.
Play the alpha exclusively on PS4. For the players.
Now, I've spent a lot of time around game developers during the final hours of development on their games, and sometimes you just can't do anything but think about finishing your game, and you can't travel anywhere, you're focused in the studio. But now it's time to introduce a guest who is only weeks away from finishing his next title, but that didn't stop him from flying halfway around the world to be here at Gamescom with us tonight. I'm so honored that he's here. You may know who I'm talking about, but take a look at this. Hideo Kojima was not here with us tonight. Unfortunately, he was informed he would not be allowed to travel to tonight's awards ceremony to accept any awards.
I brought an early gift. Please enjoy.
The one and only Hideo Kojima.
Industry icon.
Fantastic.
Such an honor to work with you. You're such a genius.
He is one of the most principled, loyal, and ethical men I have ever met.
I love games. I love this world. I really love you all from my heart.
I'd do anything for this guy, for real.
Oh, yeah.
Gamescom, strand on your feet. He's here, the one and only Hideo Kojima. Mr. Kojima, it is such an honor to have you with us. I know how hard you've been working to finish up the...
ゲームズコム5年ぶりようやく帰ってきました。
I returned after 5 years to visit Gamescom again.
It's great to have you back, and everyone's going crazy. Look at the selfies happening here live.
デスストランディングですね、今、追い込みのすごい忙しい時期で、本当は現場を離れるのは良くないんですけども、皆さんに会いたいので、頑張ってきました。
Death Stranding is in the final, really crunch time of development stage, and I shouldn't actually be here, but I really wanted to meet you all, so I came to Germany.
Mr. Kojima, always here for his fans and for us, which is so amazing. So, Mr. Kojima, we know that you're, as you said, just about finishing up the game, and everyone's very curious. The whole world is curious what you can tell us about this game and what you want to share tonight with all of us. So, what can you tell us about what you want to introduce?
ですね、デスストランディングは、全く新しいオープンワールドのゲームだと思ってください。僕はその新しいものを作ってますけども、皆さん気に入っていただければと思います。
Death Stranding is a totally new game. It's an open world game, and it's very, very new, and I hope that everyone will like it.
で今日はですね、コミコンでハートマンのキャラ紹介をして評判が良かったので、キャラクターの紹介映像をちょっと見せたいと思います。
So, since it was quite popular to show a new character at Comic-Con, today I would like to introduce more new characters today.
はい、まずどうぞ。はい。
Let's look at the first one.
Okay, let's take a look at the first character from Mr. Kojima.
Glad you made it. There, she's down. Even though she can't drink it, my body keeps making it. Going through the motions really helps with the soreness, though.
What is she?
She's my daughter. And I'm her mama. It's okay. She's only connected to me. It's not like the other BTs. You can see it, right? You're hooked up. Now you know why I can't leave.
Oh, マーガレットさん演じるママの登場シーンです、これは。
That was kind of the introduction scene of Mama, played by Miss Margaret Qualley.
デス・ストランディングにはすごくユニークなキャラがいっぱい登場して、メインストーリーの他に各キャラクターの伏線がいっぱい絡み合って出来上がっているお話です。
So there are a lot of characters appear in Death Stranding, and each unique character has like a sub-story from apart from the main story.
で、ママは、お腹の赤ちゃんがこの世に生まれずあの世に生まれて、その あの世にいる赤ちゃんとへその緒でつながって一緒に暮らしているっていう設定のキャラです。
So Mama's setting is that her baby was born unfortunately on the other side and not in her world. So, but however, they are still connected by the umbilical cord. So that's why she can't. That's how they kind of exist.
自分の、死んだ赤ちゃんと死の世界でつながってそこから動けないというちょっとかわいそうな悲しいキャラクターです。
So she has a sad background where she can't move because her baby is actually on the other side and she's on the real world and they're still connected. That's why she can't move from that location.
はい、ではもう次行きましょう。
I have another one to see. Show
Another
you.
one? Okay, let's check it out. We got a lot of stuff for you.
Dead man, you there? Little help? Okay, sir. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator. It's in. Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Node City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with the still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Node City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers.
Deadman デルトロ監督が演じるデッドマンと、BB の紹介です。
That was an introduction of Deadman played by Guillermo del Toro, and also introduction of BB.
今までサムが胸に抱いて、BB ポットに入れて、連れて歩いてる、その赤ちゃんですけど、これが何なのかという皆さん分からなかったんですけど、大体この登場シーンを見たら分かると思います。
Now you saw the video explaining what BB was about, and you saw that Sam always had this baby in his pod and wondering what it was about. So that gives a great explanation of it.
あの世とつながった BB とサムがつながることで BT が見える。でただ彼はこっちの世界に帰ってこれないというすごい悲しい設定ですね。
So it's again another kind of a sad story that Sam has with the BB because the BB is connected to the world of the dead, and that allows the connection between BB and Sam so that the Sam could see the BTs.
で皆さんはサムとなって BB と共に、旅を続けるっていうことなんで BB とサムの関係っていうのもストーリーの肝になります。
So you will,
プレイの肝にもなります。
so you will kind of have this journey with the baby together, and you will have attachment and more connection, and that will be the part of the gameplay.
Wow. Well, it's pretty amazing to see the level that you're thinking of the two worlds, everything coming together. It's amazing. Well, Mr. Kojima, I think everyone here is excited to see characters, but I don't know about you, but wouldn't you want to see some gameplay of Death Stranding? Not time for that, right?
ですね、ゲームプレイは TGS で見せようかなと思ってました。
I'm kind of thinking of showing the gameplay at Tokyo Game Show.
なんですけど、ジェフがこんだけ言うんで皆さんもこんなに熱いんで、ちょっとだけお見せします。
Jeff, since it's Jeff's show and everyone's so excited, I would like to show you just a little bit of it.
ヒントにはなると思いますね。
It'll be kind of a hint to you as well.
で、ゲームプレイちょっとだけお見せしますけど、さらに驚くべきスターが登場します。
And of course, there'll be a little gameplay that I would like to show you next, but there'll be a kind of a star that will come out. Make sure you catch that star that appears.
じゃあ皆さん一緒に見ましょう。
Let's look at it together.
All right, here we go. The first gameplay, Death Stranding.
Just a little longer. Let's get it moving. Nothing in the tank.
Over here! I'm Sam! Hey! Anyone? Anybody hear me?
Delivering cargo.
You the delivery dude? That's a relief. I've just about given up on you. Good job, man. Good job. Not that I'm surprised. I mean, you're you, right? About time I hopped on the whole chiral network bandwagon, am I right? Join the UCA and all that. You can help me do that, yeah? Thank you, Sam. Hey, take care out there. Hate for this to be the last time we meet, you know? So, I'm gonna need a moment to look over what you brought me. But I'll hit you back via mail after. Promise. Hey, I'm hoping maybe you can help me out again. Don't want to be weird, but I feel you and I might have like a connection or something.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Good job, man. Good job.
Thank you. Kindly.
Come back soon.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Just my luck. Someone's happy.
Yeah, I'm in the game!
ジェフにカメオで出ていただきました。声は違いますけどね。
The voice is different, but we asked Geoff to appear in our game as a cameo.
Thank you. It was honored to be asked to be in the game. Matthew Mercer actually does the voice of the character that I play in the game, and I know there are a bunch of cameos in the game as well from friends of yours. Tell me a bit about the gameplay that we got to see there. I know it's a new style of game, and you've talked about the Strand genre, and I think it's very important for people to see. There are a lot of hints there about the type of game that you're going to allow people to play.
まだちょっと言えないんですけど、皆さんサムとなって、分断された町と町、人と人をつないでいきます。
I can't really say so much, but you're going to play as Sam, and you're going to have to connect the fractured cities and people
東から西につないでいきます。
from east to west, and you have to connect
で
from
間
east
に
to west.
彼を邪魔するテロリストとか BT とかがいます。
And there are some obstacles in the way, like BTs or terrorists, to
で
avoid that.
その中にですね、一人で暮らしているジェフみたいな、プレッパーズというのがいまして、
And there are, along the way, you'll find people like living alone, like you saw Geoff, we call it preppers.
で彼ら隠れて暮らしてるんで、メインストーリーにはあんまり関係ない人もいます。
There are actually kind of hiding, so some preppers don't really have to do with the main storyline.
なんで、彼らを探して彼らと仲良くなればいいことが起こると。でその一つの例が先ほどのビデオですね。
So you might want to find these preppers along the way, and if you kind of get connected with them, you might have some good things that they provide you.
で、世界をつないでいくんですけども、そのうちに世界中の皆さんがつながっているという、そういう仕組みのゲームです。その中身はまだ言えませんけど。
So I can't really reveal too much, but when you start to connect like this in the game with preppers and others, you will notice that you're kind of connected to the people worldwide.
あと先ほどのデルトロ監督が出てるビデオで、BB が自家中毒になるっていうところありましたけど、BB にストレスをかけると泣くので、そこであやすときに、先ほどのビデオは、プレイステーション4の、モーションセンサーのコントローラーで
So in the video with Mr. Del Toro, he explained about the baby sometimes get self-poisoned. You saw in the gameplay as well when you kind of felt the baby is stressed. So what you do is you use the PlayStation 4's motion controller, sensitive controller, and you kind of like...
早く振ると怒るので
but if you shake
ゆっくりと優しく振って
too
ください
fast, the baby will get angry. So make sure you kind of handle with care.
あとですね、おしっこをしてましたけど
About the urine part, I have to say.
夜の深い時間なんでいいと思いますけど
It's late enough to kind of discuss about that, right?
前を見ようとカメラを回しても、サムは絶対見せないです
So if you're like try to move the camera and try to see what he's doing, Sam will move away, so you'll never see actually what he's doing.
あと街中とか人がいるところではサムはおしっこしませんので
And also there's an option where you cannot release yourself like that.
ローマンファンの方は安心してください
Like if people are near you. So don't worry, Norman fans, you won't have to be, you don't have to worry about that.
Although I heard, is it true that that also can be a weapon though in the game?
そうですね、武器にもなりますし、皆さんをつなぐキーにもなります。
So yes, it could be used as a weapon, but also it could kind of it will be a kind of one of the key, and you'll find out later.
おしっこするとキノコが出ましたけど、みんなでおしっこをかけるといいことが起こります。
You saw the mushroom growing, so if everyone kind of does it at the same spot, you will have something good later on.
まあそこにそれがゲームのあれではないですよ。肝ではない。
Well, of course, that's not the main part of the game, okay?
メインは世界をつないでいくっていう。
The main part is to connect the world together.
Wow. Well, I gotta say, it's so amazing to get a little insight into your mind between those clips and the gameplay. I think everyone's trying to piece together how this all fits together. But it's amazing stuff. Now, I know we have some photos when I got this. It was a couple of years ago when you scanned me. You wouldn't even tell me what we were doing, but you're like, come down to San Diego. Sit here. They put dots on my face. They did the full scan. I was there the same day that Nicholas Winden-Refn did his scan as well. This was like, I think, September, October, 2 years ago. And I didn't know what you were going to do with it. You're like, trust me, Geoff. I'm like, okay, sure. And then I find out I'm Luden's fan, right?
It's fun. 彼のとこ行って彼でいろいろこう仲良くなるといいものをくれたりするので。
So if you find him in the game and if you go to him and make the connection with him, he might give you something good.
まあジェフは比較的見つけやすいところに隠れてるんで。
Jeff is actually kind of apparent and you could find him easily. So when the game comes out, just look for Jeff.
Well, I'm honored to have a little role with a cameo. And there'll be some other cameos, I'm sure, as well in this game.
そうですね。まだ発表できませんけど、たくさんの方が隠れてます。
Yes, I can't really say who yet, but there are many people in cameos.
Mr. Kojima, thank you so much for coming all this way to share a little bit more of Death Stranding with us. What do you guys think? Pretty insane, right? Hideo Kojima. There's so much there, and we don't have to wait long because you guys are on track for the game to come out this November, right? Excellent. All right, Mr. Kojima, thank you so much.
The Sony booth in the signing session?
Yes, that's right. And Mr. Kojima will also be doing a signing session here at Gamescom, right? And that'll be...
one more thing, sorry.
今日ここで発表しなかった、サムが何をすべきか、プレイヤーが何をするかっていうのを簡単に分かるようなブリーフィングの映像もブースで流しますので。
At the Sony booth,
時間のある方は。
You'll see more about like the briefing, the reason why Sam has to do this, the briefing scenes. You'll see at the Sony booth from tomorrow. So if you have time, just stop by.
でそれを見ると先ほどのジェフのビデオがより分かりやすく。
And if you see that, you'll understand what you saw today with trying to find Jeff and things like that. So it will be you'll get to be revealed more, and you'll be understanding what we saw today.
Awesome. All right, so there's a briefing scene at the Sony booth. Mr. Kojima will also be doing a signing, and I can't tell you how much we all appreciate you coming all the way from Tokyo just as you're finishing the game, to be here for me, to be here for the fans. Give it up, Mr. Kojima. He's just finishing the game. Hideo Kojima, thank you so much, my friend. It's always such a pleasure. Aki, thank you so much. Hideo Kojima. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for our first ever Gamescom opening night live. Do you guys have fun? Should we do this every year? All right, well, I got to say, it's been a ton of fun putting this together. It's been great to be here in Europe. I want to thank all the developers. I want to thank Game and Cole Messi for giving us the opportunity to do this. I want to thank a lot of my team that came all the way over from Los Angeles to produce this with me. We will see you guys, of course, this December. The Game Awards will be back for our 5th anniversary live in Los Angeles. Much more information coming soon. We've got some pretty cool stuff to show you guys and some big new announcements, so stay tuned for that. But enjoy Gamescom, guys. Thank you so much. I'm Geoff Keighley. Have a great Gamescom, and we'll see you in December at the Game Awards. Good night.